All right.
All right.
So just two extra guys adding to all the noise talking that's going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but at least we try to make sense out of it.
They tried to play us, but we made the game. Offend these haters, turn their shade to shame.
Believe you me.
Stick with the name that pays. Big Daddy, everything. And they thought I was dumb to rap, but how dumb is that when I'm the running back? Gut punch you in front of you at eye level, see if you gon' stomach that. It's food for thought, but we don't feed them hoes, we don't need them hoes. Eloquent, Big Daddy elephant, just in their element. Intelligence, telling men something they can tell a friend. And
You know what's so crazy, brother, is salute to you though, brother. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, brother. How are you?
Oh man, it's a beautiful day.
Yes, sir.
You want to say what's up to the people?
I do. People, what's up? I hope everyone's doing well. It's good to be seen by you all. I can't see you. You guys can see me, though. And welcome to the Big Daddy Energy Podcast.
We can see them every once in a while when they comment. So that's always good when y'all comment. We can see.
Yeah.
Them.
Yeah. Especially when y'all switch up the photos. It's dope. It's kind of like running into you at the store and seeing your new outfit. It's cool.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We got Bonnie right here. Happy New Year, guys. Hope you'll enjoyed Yule's holiday.
Is that like Yuletide? Yule's holiday? Yuletide.
It actually makes sense though, because we put the apostrophe to get rid of the you, the word you.
That's right.
And bring in the all. So it's like the y'all, right? That's what we say.
Yeah, y'all.
But you all is actually a better word. Is a better phrase than y'all.
You all is better. Yeah, it's more universal. Y'all is good here in Texas.
Yeah.
Than you all. It's better, yeah.
And I like that. You know, when I try to put wheel, when I'm texting you, Jeff, I'm texting you and I say, "Will, try that tomorrow."
Yeah.
It always says, "Well."
Yeah, like you're settling. Well, try tomorrow. Yeah, but it's not. It's we'll try tomorrow.
I'm trying to right will. And then if I put she's laughing. Nah, we're actually trying to agree with you because we've been writing y'all and maybe it's you all.
You could do Yule because it'll be like it'll.
But that's like
it
you will. It will.
Oh, Yule is you will. So if someone says I'm coming in, I'll say you'll not come in. You'll not.
You will not come in.
You will not. You'll not.
Have you heard of shan't?
Shan't, yeah. Shall not. Shan't.
That's right.
You can't and you shan't. Yeah.
Now we appreciate you, Bonnie. We're just really just trying to see how everybody's doing, and we always appreciate you. All right. Now, what I was saying that it's crazy because here we are, all these guys having things to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's on podcast and it's different. So what's going on? What did everyone have for New Year's dinner? I just ate, but I ate a Nigerian meal. What'd you eat, Jeff?
We had what we call beanie weenies. So we had these extra little beef sausages, and we just decided to put them with crescent bread. It's pretty delicious. Pretty American, also. Kind of embarrassed that I ate that, actually, now that I'm saying it out loud. But it was good. It was good. We didn't know what else to do with the little sausages, bro. We don't know what to do with them. We had them. So.
Yeah, y'all made a finger food out of them.
Finger food. It was finger food. It was quite delightful, actually. Had fun doing it, too. Yeah.
Gotcha. Bonnie says she loves to eat.
Yeah, same here. Plus, we've got, little ones on the way here and there. So we've got to come up with fun things for them.
That's true.
Can't figure it out when they're already here, you know. So
no, that's true. Hey, brother, would you mind? I've been reading most of these comments all since we started. You mind catching this one?
Yeah, sure. Weenies. That was rude, Bonnie.
Okay, you can get this one if you want to go ahead.
Okay. I had a huge baked potato with some chopped meat.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, Victoria says that's called pigs in a blanket, but they're not pigs.
They're not pigs. They're cows. That's why we called them weenies in a beanie, because they're small.
Here we go joking again. There's a very serious topic.
We could call them cowlets and towelettes. That could work. Cowlets
and
towelettes. They're smallly wrapped.
Got you. Not trying to be rude. Weenies are good. I love it. Yeah, mine wasn't necessarily like a. I actually had black eyed peas. I didn't realize. I wasn't trying to do any traditions.
Black eyed pea. I thought you said you had Nigerian food. That's Nigerian. Black eyed peas.
Yeah, black eyed peas.
Okay. Cool,
hey,
cool. I don't know.
What did you just ask me?
I thought black eyed peas was not Nigerian food. I thought it was. I didn't know that was Nigerian.
So what do you thought, Jeff? You thought it was what?
Just not Nigerian. I thought that. Yeah. So, what else did you have? What else did you have? What did you wash it down with?
Just some alkaline water.
Oh, cool.
Well, I'm getting really fond of water that's actually good, like good for you.
Same. I had some very good water recently, which we'll discuss soon. I went back to spring, and I had to ask my wife if it tasted funny. And she said it tastes normal like it always does, but to me it tastes like faucet water. And it's spring water. It tastes like faucet water. Good water makes a big difference, man.
Yes, it does. I like coconut water. Jeff would not like it.
I've drinking coconut water before. My daughter loves coconut water.
All right, what did you love? Did you love it?
Coconut water? It was cool. It was all right.
I'm not buying that.
It was all right. No, I don't like coconut water, but I've had it before. I've had it before.
I'm not buying that. I do. I like coconut water. It's very hydrating, brother. You know what I'm saying? You could drink 1 liter of coconut water and not thirst, and you could compare that to drinking a liter of even if it's cold, brother.
Yeah,
you can drink coconut water cold, and you feel hydrated. You don't feel thirsty anymore, as opposed to drinking water.
Yeah, I believe it. I love coconut. I do like to eat coconut, but I wasn't a fan of coconut water. Maybe if it was cold, it would be better. Maybe.
Yeah, coconut water. Right. Yeah, it's so good cold. It's very good. It's very good. It's like a treat, brother. It's like, man, I'm getting this treat. My boy, Danny, it's good for hangovers. Yeah, coconut water. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look who's on. Hey, Danny.
Oh, that's not a hey. That's hey. Danny.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you want to read that one then?
Yeah. Oh, look who's on. Hey, Danny.
You're pretty good at this, brother.
That's how it goes, yeah. You got to look at the nuance in it, you know?
No, I get it. You should read for somebody, brother. Like, you should go and do some auditions.
That's a good idea, man.
No, I think they pick you up.
That's a good idea. I might try that.
What's up, Bonnie? We go way back, brother.
Yeah.
The three of us.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, we go way back, man. Back to when we could be in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Like before the internet type stuff?
Yeah.
I feel you.
Happy New Year's, everyone. God bless y'all.
Man,
brother, we appreciate it, man. May this year I don't know how to say it. Because the year isn't new until the plants are new.
Yeah.
But I know that it's January 1st.
I like to say new calendar in the house
Okay, happy
because
new.
it is a new calendar. We're all starting over our calendars, so say
Gotcha.
yay, new calendar, yay.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha. But I appreciate the well wishes though.
Yeah.
Brother, we probably should talk a little bit more about that. The New Year stuff. Maybe we can wait. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not very cold this time of year. It got kind of warm today. So it felt like maybe it did start over. But it didn't. It'll get cold again.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
What I want to talk about is Andrew Tate and Ye. I think it's very uncomfortable for the world to hear men speak
Mm-hmm.
because usually the world doesn't hear men speak. Yo, excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I know that was kind of loud right here. Usually the world hears celebrities, actors. Who else, brother? Oh, politicians.
Politicians, athletes.
Usually that's who the world hears speak.
Mm-hmm.
And so recently you've had a lot of podcasts where the everyday man, without much financial backing, just gets on and just starts talking. Cover this microphone. All right.
You could have kept the headset on.
Yeah, I could, but then I would have heard it.
Ah, I see. I got you.
So I probably need some water. Rachel, if you're still watching, if you would just, I could use some water. In case you're not still watching, I probably should call you.
Somebody get this man some water.
Y'all are gonna hear how this exchange goes.
Yes.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
Hey, can I have some of your help?
Sure.
I need some water. I need to hydrate myself.
All right.
Yeah, I appreciate it very much.
No problem.
All right, see you soon. She doesn't usually talk to me like that.
I was gonna say she's very polite.
Well, she's usually, very easy to deal with, but she's a lot shorter with her words. Her consonants are usually a little longer than that.
I got you. Yeah. You should have hit her with the live on Big Daddy Energy.
I should have. Yeah, I should say you're live on Big Daddy Energy podcast.
We're calling you live. The radio voice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So because the everyday average man is getting on here and speaking to everyone, it's different, isn't it, Jeff? The world's not used to this stuff. We are because we talk about this stuff all the time.
Right.
Man to man. How do you feel bad for the rest of the world a little bit, brother?
Yeah, I do now. When I first saw this, it was I don't know what to call it, like a phenomenon, I guess.
Yes, sir.
I was kind of confused the first time I saw it. Maybe I've seen it before, but the first time I remember thinking about it this way was when Trump was running for office.
Got you.
And they brought up his conversation from like 9 years prior or something like that, where he was in the bus talking about grabbing women by the And I remember when I heard it, I went like this. Ha! Yeah, he probably can. He's rich.
Yeah.
And then I remember the outrage, and I was thinking like,
as well.
I thought everybody knew this, that guys talk like this, and rich guys can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I thought, because that's how I've always seen the world, brother. If I was a rich man, then yeah, women are gonna want me, and I can just put my arm around their necks and say hi, and they'll be cool with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then also I thought everybody knew that guys just talk shit
Right.
when they're with their boys and they're rich. They just talk shit, man. So when I saw the world's reaction to it, I remember being kind of surprised by it because and then I realized like, well, I guess what you're saying is, men don't. The world doesn't know how we talk.
Uh-uh.
The world doesn't know because either we're not talking to them or we're talking to one another.
And usually, we're usually the ones having to listen to everybody talk.
This is true.
So the perspective just never gets heard.
It's true. Yeah.
And so now it's caused for a lot of chaos, brother.
Yeah.
This was a part that was not really allowed in, and I now I fully understand why it wasn't allowed in.
Mm-hmm.
Because all men think for themselves. They should think for themselves.
Right.
And if all these men are thinking for themselves, it makes up for a lot of voices, and then it's harder to get the masses to kind of go all in the same way. Because there's so many voices. So you got to quell all those voices. Hey, y'all, be quiet. Settle down. Don't y'all remember what we taught y'all at school? Be like that. Why are y'all deviating from that?
Yeah.
The only person that can change anything is the Terminator. Are any of you Terminators? No. Y'all aren't cyborgs, are y'all? No.
Yeah.
Then please don't try to say anything. Are you Superman? No. You're Clark Kent, aren't you? Yeah, I am. You got a little Superman inside you. Yeah, somewhere.
Sure. Like, for like one thing or two things, maybe.
Yeah. So you have people like Kevin Samuels, Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson, yay. Men that are willing to speak their mind no matter what it costs. And now it is starting to cost them, Jeff. Can you help everybody understand some of the things that it's costing?
Oh yeah, we're watching people get publicly shamed for things that they may have not done. We're watching people get placed in jail.
It's crazy, man.
They're getting killed. People are dying. Yeah, it's wild, man. It's wild, brother. It's the way you treat people that society would deem as like, decadent, like utter degradation. That's how society treats people that, are horrible. They're being treated like they're horrible, brother. And it's interesting because society, like, there's things that laws have to, like, they put laws in place to permit or to prevent, but then there's like rules that society comes up with, right? They're not laws, but they're kind of like everybody agrees, and typically everybody kind of agrees on these things. And so, like, the people that we all agree suck, it's like, we treat them this way, and then these guys show up, and half of society says, "Man, these guys are awesome. I'm so glad this guy took time out of his life to tell me what he just told me." And then the other half is saying we should treat him the way we treat all of these other horrible people. It's so wild to me, man. It's so wild. And it's a trip. It's a trip.
I've taken a lot of time actually to look at racism.
Yeah.
And I have, brother. You know what I'm saying? I have. Even though you can tell that I'm not obviously I don't care because it might as well not be real.
Mm-hmm.
Considering how nothing about it can affect me.
Right.
I've taken control over my decisions in my life, my outcomes in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So racism has to wait. But I have taken into account racism, and brother, as I look at it, it shouldn't be illegal.
Right.
It shouldn't. Now, discrimination, okay. If you discriminate against someone based on your bias, it's going to happen. But I could see how somebody would say, "Nah, y'all got to regulate that, man. I'm not coming back." I get that.
Okay. Yeah.
But having your own personal opinion about a person being prejudiced and kind of having like,
Right.
brother, I would love to listen to somebody tell me how they feel, man, all day. I'd love it. I wouldn't want them to stop one bit, even if they're a racist, Jeff. I would listen to them. I'd probably laugh most of the time.
Right. Yeah.
What's wrong with somebody saying how they feel, man? What's wrong?
Yeah.
Why do you want it stopped so much?
Yeah.
If somebody says something that, okay, I don't like what this person is saying,
Mm-hmm.
isn't it enough to take the remote and say click, or take your mouse, or see that X on that video and just whoop?
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that enough, brother? If you're like, oh, okay, I don't like that this is happening. I don't like it at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like if you go into a store and they don't really like you, and they tell you that they don't like you because of the way you look, all you have to do is just go somewhere else next time. Just spend your money elsewhere.
It is, isn't it that easy, brother?
It's pretty easy. Yeah. Yeah. I remember walking into what I thought was a movie rental place. This was a long time ago, back when there was movie rental places.
Jeff,
It was in my neighborhood. It was within walking distance. I was very young, and I didn't have a vehicle, so I was trying to rent some movies before Redbox, guys. Right, and when I went in there,
you don't have to tell us all this stuff, man.
Look, it was movie rentals. This was a thing back in the day. You couldn't just get online and get a movie. You had to go rent it. All right, there was no other way.
Oh man! All right, go ahead.
If you were like chilling, and I want to watch this movie, you had to go get it. And I went to this place in particular because it was down the street. And when I walked in, the lady looked at me and she said, "Korean movie only," just like that. And I said, and then she,
brother, she was telling everybody that, I'm sure, right?
No, just me. She just told me that, and I said, "I'm sorry, what?" And she said, "Korean movie only." And I said, "No American movies." And she said, "No American movie." And I looked at one of the shelves and I saw Die Hard. And I was like, "But that's not Korean." And I said, "Okay." And then I walked out. They didn't want me to come rent their movie, brother. I don't know. There's Korean movie rental only.
That's the first time you've been there?
That was the first time. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was down the street. I'd never go there. I used to go like other places to rent movies. That was the place. Yeah, that was the first time.
Maybe because you were young, brother. Sometimes what I learned is that this is to give nobody an excuse, because I don't want to give anybody an excuse for being who they are. Just be who you are. No big deal. I don't give anybody a pass. If somebody that's standing right next to me wants to punch that person because of how they express themselves, that's just the way that this person next to me wants to express himself. Yeah. It's all good. I'm for all of that, man. I'm for all of that.
Yeah.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
It's all good. Personally, the reason why I didn't punch him in the face, because I know you're making life is just going to be harder between us all.
Yeah.
If we can't deal with how somebody expresses himself, it's all good, man. It's all good. Anyhow, I do realize when I was younger, brother, a young black male is different than a black male. I actually do know that now.
Yeah. I can see that.
Nah, it is, brother. It's different, man. And then you add a young black male with tattoos, or a young black male with cornrows, or put it all together, a young black man with cornrows that cusses a lot. A lot of things you can draw from that. Doesn't mean that that person is up to no good. It doesn't mean that.
Right.
But if the last few people they remember doing something, bringing harm to them, all had those same characteristics, what are you supposed to do?
That's what you're supposed to do. That's what everybody does. Everybody does that. Because let's say the person you described, right?
Yes,
Young, cornrows, foul mouth, tattoos,
sagging
their pants. Let's say there's 5 other people that are identical in the way they carry themselves, and they are up to trouble. You're not supposed to guess that the 6th one is not up to trouble. You're not supposed to.
You shouldn't have to, right?
No. Yeah, you should assume that just like the other 5 that were up to trouble, this person may also be up to trouble. Because people that start trouble have cornrows, have saggy pants, they cuss a lot. That's how you're supposed to be. Supposed to be this way.
Yeah.
And then, when the one person is not up there and no good, it's like, oh wow. You know what I'm saying?
Hi, fellas. Driving home, going to catch the replay.
Word.
So, and man, she's cold, man.
You good, Manny. That's good. You got some skills.
All right. Holla if you hear me, man. I'm just trying to say that if anybody has prejudices, it's all good, man. I don't care. I know a lot of people that do care, so be mindful of that. But I don't care. I've been looking like this my whole life, man. Every time I look at myself, I look exactly the same.
Yeah.
I've grown to love this man, So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if girls say, "Oh, you're ugly." That doesn't matter. I got 2 kids already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got in there. You know what I'm saying, man? I figured out a way to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm not ugly enough to be voluntarily celibate, so it's all good.
All right, that's all good, man. But back to the biggest issue, Jeff. What do you know about these guys, man? You can start with either one of them, Ye or Tate.
Yeah, man. I guess I'll start with Ye.
All right.
I know that Ye has always been a very outspoken person, and I think society expects for the more assertive types to filter that, right? I don't know why it's this way. Maybe if I spend some time thinking about it, we could figure it out. But society kind of wants you to filter that outspokenness if you're willing to be that way. And I guess it's possibly because you're going to see things in a different way. You're going to call people out on things. And I've seen Ye as that ever since I've seen him, ever since I've known him, right? Of his music, of his talent, everything he's done. He's always been that guy, man, that's just willing to kind of get out there in front of everybody and kind of say what everybody else is really talking about. A lot of times he'll get out there, and it's crazy because he'll get bashed for it, but it's like, man, everybody was talking about this before he did it.
Yeah.
The biggest one is when he said George Bush doesn't care about black people. That wasn't
He did say that.
He said that, and he made everybody uncomfortable. Mike Myers, Austin Powers.
Did you see it? Did you see it?
I've seen it multiple times, brother. Chris Rock tried to save him, tried to clean it up. But here's the deal. It's like
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker. I'm sorry, not Chris Rock. Chris Tucker. Yeah. The deal was this though, was everybody felt this way about it. Everybody I know was talking about it because it was obvious to everyone paying attention that George Bush doesn't care about what's going on in New Orleans because of the hurricane. But then when he did it in front of everybody, it's like the elephant in the room. He's willing to just call it out, man.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, he's always been that guy that's like, people see him as like uncontrollable in that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we can't really tame the guy. We don't know what he's going to do. And then he's done it multiple times, brother. He did it to Taylor Swift, did it to a couple other people. You know what I'm saying? So, and everybody kind of felt the same way. Like, Beyonce should have won that award.
Right.
But then when he goes out there, he's like the martyr. You know what I mean? I think that's maybe what he meant in that song, Jesus Walks With Me. He's willing to martyr himself. So he's always been this way.
Yeah.
But it's going to go against the grain. And I think that's the problem that people have with him. It's going to go against the grain. What's the phrase? It's like the hero we don't want, but the one we need. Something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and he's been pushed. You guys got to see it from his perspective. He's been pushed quite a bit recently.
Yeah.
His children were taken from him. His wife was taken from him. I read recently that he was messaging his wife about the kids. They had just split. And as a response, he got a message from the new boyfriend of the wife.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm in your wife's bed right now. And it's like, bro, do you want to unlock the savagery in this man? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah, you're right, brother. It's easy to look at that situation and try to put ourselves and say, well, I wouldn't do all that. But most of us don't know what we would do in this situation unless we've been through it before.
Right.
I see the same things about Ye. I don't know where he's at. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
And then with Tate, what's your take on Tate?
My take?
Yep.
So Tate, brother, this guy, he comes in as the champion of young men. So it's funny because a lot of people that make fun of him, they make fun of the young boys that follow him and repeat the things that he says.
Right.
There's like a trope about it, right? Where it's like 14-year-old boys are constantly repeating Tate.
That's what's up.
And I hear that, and I understand their point, right? They're laughing because this kid's asking, and there's videos of this too, where kids are like, "Well, what color is your Bugatti?" And it's like,
I love it, man. Are you serious?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. These youngsters, man, he's their champion, bro.
I love it, man. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And you know what it reminds me of? When I was a youngster and I would do something that I knew was natural for me to do, right? Like I would get pushed by another boy and then I would push him back. He'd push me and I'd push him back harder. He would fall. I didn't fall. He fell. So when he falls, it gets the teacher's attention and I'm the one chastised. And I remember feeling frustrated. And then I would go home and my parents would be upset. Everyone around me would be upset. And I would be, instead of arguing and saying, but I didn't start it, I would just deal with it. Right? That still goes on. Right? That still goes on. That's the life of that. It turns out that that's actually the life of a man in young form. Here, this man comes along as the champion to those young men. Helping you. If I would have had that as a youngster, my attitude would have been so much more healthily attached to what was natural for me. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Instead, because I wouldn't have like felt bad about my decisions or myself, or you know what I mean? Because they put you with the bad boys. You're one of the bad kids now, and then I ended up identifying as the bad kid, and I became a bad kid. But instead, I should have, if I would have had this champion. So that's the way I see him. On top of that, yeah, he. He's I guess ripping the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Addressing the, and what's crazy is it's not his version of masculinity. He's talking about masculinity as it's always been understood. It's just now that people are like going against it.
Yeah.
Him and I are the same age, so we grew up in the same era of the world, right? So
yes,
Solo, you're right there. You're just a little older. And masculinity has always been understood this one way. And now all of a sudden it's all toxic and it's bad and all he's doing is saying whatever.
Well, that the people who are in control of imagery and all that, they've spent a lot of money, brother, and a lot of hard work. They've worked really hard to get this narrative and message across.
Yeah.
That being masculine is bad.
Right.
It's been years, brother. They really, really, really want you to get rid of the side of you that has some power as a man.
Yeah.
They transferred it over to women because I'm going to say this. All right. For the most part, women are a lot easier to control.
Yes, I agree.
Because what all do you need to have great influence over a woman? Don't you just need to have dangling things?
Yeah. Some imagination.
That sounded, but excuse me. Yeah. If you dangle money, or if you dangle attention, or
fantasy,
security, things that get your emotions, they know how to ride the emotion.
Yeah.
So they set up some emotion and they can ride that emotion, and if you can make a woman feel good, then you got it.
Yeah.
Women feel, brother. They feel, brother. What's going on here? Aaliyah. Daddy's doing a live. I'm in the middle of a live. Brother. Okay. All right, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay. Bye. Yeah, bye. That's my youngest.
Sounds like she loves her daddy very much.
Yeah, she does, man. That was cool. She just got an iPad, and so she was just hitting me up.
Oh, word. Yeah. All right. Yeah, she got to hit you up, man.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know how many people agree with that. Yeah, are there some women on here that want to say anything, or y'all pretty much agree with that? I have been practicing my 4D, trying to learn how to speak.
Yeah, I was going over some translations actually earlier, some 4D translations, which is interestingly enough, we're talking about this, but I was remembering a time when I met a young lady and she told me that she was a sapiosexual.
I've heard of that. Yep.
Sapiosexual.
Yep. And
I didn't know anything about it until she mentioned it. So I looked it up. I said, yes, I'm right up her alley. She's sexually attracted to intelligence.
Yes, sir.
Her undergarments will be off of her body immediately as soon as we start talking to her because of how intelligent I am. And I began to have a conversation with her, and I was trying to be intelligent. The whole time I was thinking, if I can get her intellectually intrigued in me, I'm going to win. And I remember thinking, this isn't working. She's not biting at any of the bait that I'm dropping. Right? I'm dropping stuff that I want to talk about because she wants to have these long conversations. And none of it worked. And then she wanted to talk about business at one point. And it dawned on me. I said, she actually isn't sapiosexual.
Yeah.
She only thinks that she is. And what she ended up with was a bunch of jargon. You know, the jargon, the buzzwords.
Just the talk. Yeah, just talk. Yeah.
Just talk, brother. Like, you know what I mean? And she would repeat some of these buzzwords over and over to drive the point home. And I would think like, man, this is not sapio. I'm not feeling the sapio here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I don't know why sapio means intelligence, but whatever. I'm not feeling it. And it reminds me of what you're saying, right? It's like she's been manipulated and deceived into thinking that she is this person because she's probably talking, she probably heard someone else talk this way and she kind of picked up on it.
Yeah.
And she's deceived into thinking that this is what turns her on. Well, I ended up actually turning her on, and it wasn't with intelligence. It was with tomfoolery. Right? I had her attention with utter foolishness, and it worked. And I got what I wanted and moved on about my life. And brother, and I used no intelligence to do it. I did the typical thing that does, the turning on, the foolishness, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's kind of what it makes me think about when you bring that up. That's, you know what I mean? And these guys are calling this shit out, man. Excuse the language. They're calling this stuff out.
Yeah.
They're calling it out to the women, and then they're letting the young men know what the game is.
What I do want to do every time that we bring women up and all that, and we're talking about Tate and why he's having issues right now.
Yeah.
I want to provide a way for us to have a mending. Okay. I do actually love women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
I don't love these hoes. I never love these hoes. I don't love these hoes.
Yeah.
And the only reason I don't love these hoes, brother, this needs to be very clear. Where's my camera? Oh, right here?
Yeah.
All right.
Great much.
All right. So the only reason I don't love these hoes is because I don't want a female to get stuck there. You gotta respect yourself, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bottom line. Get out of there. And once you get out of there, everybody will be able to take you a little bit more serious. But while you're still there, it's like going back to me as a youngster with cornrows, baggy pants, tattoos. Mm-hmm. The way I'm walking around, I got a belt on, but you can see my boxes, and I'm still holding up my pants with one of my hands.
Yeah.
I'm in no position to fight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in no position to run. I didn't tie my shoes either. I'm in no position to work. I don't respect myself whatsoever. My mother and father did not dress anything like this when they were young.
Mm-hmm.
I have no respect for myself, man. And I wouldn't. Looking back, how can I expect anybody to respect that person, Jeff?
Yeah.
Using cuss words and just cause. I was just using cuss words just because I felt like it. Not even to try to drive home the point.
Yeah.
Or add emphasis. It was just like just cussing up a storm, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't respect nobody like that. Person doesn't even look like they have a future, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I liken that to the hoes. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out that hoe face. But aside from that, I do very much love women, and I want to offer a way to mend. We could arm wrestle. What's it going to do? What's it going to prove? What we already know. We already know that a woman can't beat me in arm wrestling. We already know that. Hands are too small. You have no technique. I win.
Mm-hmm.
But what I can't do is rear children. Every time I go to a baby shower, which I used to not go to baby showers, I thought they were for all girls, but now they're co-ed, whatever.
I thought the same thing. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, brother, they were always for women out there, but
I didn't know men went to baby showers, but whatever.
But yeah, so since the ones that I've been through, the females are always winning, and they probably do this on purpose, brother. But the females win all the prizes. They win all the games.
Yeah, for sure. Bro. Yeah, look at the kind of games they are. They're rigged. They're rigged, bro.
Y'all are much better than putting diapers on a whatever. We put diapers on this.
Yeah.
There was one game I won though, brother. But this is not a mother. It wasn't like a mother.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
So this was at a Dodgers baby shower. They had beer, and I don't drink beer, brother. Was it at a Dodgers baby shower? No, I don't think we had alcohol at a Dodgers baby shower. Every baby shower I went to, you always won. No, I didn't always won.
I didn't think you were a womer. I figured for a woman type.
Okay, so she's referring to the one time that I went to a baby shower and there was alcohol in a baby bottle. I don't drink alcohol, but they were all men in the game. I don't think there was any women.
Okay.
And so you had to drink that water bottle. That baby bottle. Whoever finishes first wins. And so, I'm not going to go up against men and lose.
Yeah.
I'm going to win. So I did win that. And that's the only one I remember. Right? What are you talking about?
That's crazy that a person that doesn't drink won a drinking game. That's wild, brother.
Yeah, I didn't drink. I don't drink. But yeah. Maybe that's why I won, brother. I was trying to get over with. Get this over with. Let's go.
Probably. It's one of those things like you don't really know how difficult it is, I guess.
Right.
I don't know.
He got tipsy. All right. That's enough.
Hey, man. All right. Should have had some of those kind of games, huh? I'll keep that in mind.
Nah. But there's a lot of things that I will admit that men are not better at. What's she talking about? Off of beer in a bottle. I don't think I was tipsy. I think it hit because I threw it back so fast. I think it hit and then it was gone. You know?
Yeah.
I was just my regular, normal, childish self. So here's the mending. The mending is we admit, no matter how prideful we are, saying, "Oh, we're tougher than y'all," we admit, and I myself is saying this, that we very much need women. Very much need you. Mm. We need you in our lives. We need you to pray for us. We need you to support us. We need you to hear our directives and go over them and carry them out so that we can examine. But we probably could have saved some time if I would have listened to what you were saying. Because, brother, I'll throw a directive out there and I want it done. You understand?
Yeah.
Once it gets executed, I hear again what she was saying. She had said it to me when I brought it up. I said, just do it. She just does it. And then when she comes back, I realize we probably could have saved some time or some money if we would have added in what she had to say.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Next time, brother, I'm not gonna say no. Do it my way. I'm gonna say, hey, yeah, let's try that. Let's see what happens.
Yep.
It's important. What else do I see for women? It just doesn't make sense for us to fight. Why are we fighting? For one, men shouldn't be fighting each other. Women shouldn't be fighting each other. We're all here to live. Whenever you start fighting, there's the possibility of dying. Right now, that's a possibility. Somebody's going to die.
Yeah.
And then children. Obviously, I need you to help rear these children. Give them all the things that they need. And it sounds shallow, But I'm not lying. That's exactly what we need from each other. The things that I enjoy about you, that's different.
Right.
We can run those things down at a later time. But but these are things that we need. And I know that y'all need us for keeping this world together, man. I know we already know that.
Mm-hmm.
We keep this thing together. Men do. We make sure that you can drive under that overpass.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts, Jeff? Any thoughts on this topic?
Yeah, I would say to clarify on one of your points or kind of build on it is whenever you're looking at something you want to win, it's always good to start before you engage on what it's going to cost you to win. And there are cases, many times, especially with this beef between men and women, where winning is going to be too costly. It costs too much. And so count the costs before you make it to where you have to win. Count how much it's going to cost and use humility to decide when and when not to engage. And I think we would do so much better bouncing off of one another, learning from one another, working together as men and women.